Everything we study, right? Everything we do, everything you see on your Arduino, all those things work with, all those things work with principles of science. Now, what do we mean by principle of science? We mean that they all have a scientific explanation. You guys have in your kit more than 20 sensors. That's how many sensors you guys have. You have more than 20 sensors in your kit. And each one of those kits has got an explanation, or it's got some science to it, right? Last week, you guys were working with a macro servo. So we are going to look at, their science. We are going to try to look at how does it do the work. Okay, so a macro servo. How does macro servo actually work? How does it actually go about moving? First of all, can anyone tell me an example of where we could or where we find macro servos in real life? Who can give me an example of where we find macro servos in real life?
In a watch.
In a watch. Yes, in a watch. That's a good one. Oh, a better one. I've never thought about that. Thanks, Asake. Anyone else? Anyone else?
So in robotic arms.
In robotic arms, good. Have you guys have seen robots? Who have never seen a robot before? I think everyone has seen a robot. And what we see when we are looking at robot or robotic arms, we find that they make a certain sound when they are walking. Kind of a sound. That is because they have micro servos inside. The same thing goes to a watch. A watch, as it's moving, it's got a macro servo. Now, what is a macro servo? When we are talking about a macro servo, this is what we are talking about. We have a direct current motor. That's the first thing that we have. You see the motors that we use that are used in car wheels and all those places. That's the first thing that we have in a macro servo. That is the first thing which we have. We have a motor, and we all know that no motor moves that slow. When you're working with a macro servo would move very slow. But a motor, an actual motor, when you connect current to it, it immediately starts moving very fast. It just spins depending on how much current you have on it. So how come do we have a motor in a macro servo, but a macro servo can move so slow? And the answer to that is because of what we call gas. We call them gas. Now, what are gas? When we're talking about gas, what are we actually talking about? Who wants to try and answer when we're talking about gas? Who wants to answer? Who knows what we are talking about when we're talking about gas? If you look at your screen right now, you'll see this image. This image right here. I believe everyone, if you have ever had a toy car and you have ever opened inside of it, right? I encourage you to do that once in a while. Don't overdo it. But if you've ever had a car and inside your car, you've ever opened the car, you will find out that there is a lot of this inside a car. They are usually white in color, right? These are gas. So what these things do is they take a motor, right? They take a motor which is moving fast and they slow the end part of it down. They take a motor will be moving fast, but they simply make sure that the thing which is connected to the motor, which on your macro servo is that white thing on top, they make sure that that white thing is not moving as fast as a DC motor. So that is what our macro servo is made up of. Now, speaking about robots, let's talk about a bit about them and look at how these things, how those things are built, how do you get the precision and everything. So I'm going to show you a video. Hopefully it will play nice and easy, and then you are going to tell me what you think from watching the video. Possible or not? What do you think? You're gonna just have a chance to comment. So let me open the video right about now. Let's see. Just give me a second, guys. I'm about to open it. Okay. I'm gonna share screen. Okay. Everybody can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, there's no need for sound.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes.
Creepy. Looking for a different
What?
Okay, that's enough. What do you guys think?
So I think it's a little creepy.
Why?
But it's sort of cool.
It's very creepy.
So,
Yes.
I totally think it's really awesome.
You think
Like
it's
I think
awesome?
I would build those two robots.
Okay, anyone else? Anyone else want to comment? But okay, so that's what a macro servo can get you, or that's where a macro servo can get you. Can anyone hear me? Everyone hear me?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So it can get you to that point. Now, for every sensor which we are working on, right? For every sensor which we are working on, you guys need to understand the applications. Obviously, what we're watching right now, those are not the best applications of those robots. Those robots are built to do something. You know, they are not built to dance. That is just a showcase. For example, the yellow one was actually built to work on mines, right? Imagine a mine has collapsed and there's people who are stuck under the mine. You can't send other people to go under a mine to do anything. So what do you send? You send robots, right? That's just one imagination. Or imagine, is it even safe to get people or to take people under the mine so that they can mine under such terrible conditions? So the next video is going to be showing you how the robots are actually used by NASA under mines. What do they actually try to achieve using these robots? So this is the next video. Let's check it. This one is the usefulness. So this one we're going to also share a sound. This one shows how useful those things can actually be. You know, it's not just all about them looking good and moving and all that. It is also about how useful they are.
Caves are really important for NASA because they might be the key to find an answer for humanity's longest-standing question of if there is or was life in other planets. In today's demonstration, our main success metric is if a team of robots can autonomously explore hundreds of meters into a Martian analog cave. When integrating autonomy and AI on a physical robot, it's really important that the robot supports the requirements of stability over difficult terrains. At the same time, it's really important that the robot is capable of carrying enough science instruments while it has necessary endurance and speed. Boston Dynamics Spot Robot is one of the few that satisfies these requirements simultaneously.
Today, first thing we're doing is setting up our base station. Then Spot, our robot, enters the cave. Very next step is let's get communications, so Spot can keep talking to the base station. And then the robot explores by itself autonomously. As it does, it sends back information, which is a 3D map, which we see on the base station. And then if it detects things that are scientifically interesting, that may be indicative of biofilm, it sends those images and its location in the map back to the operator. And here's where the team of robots comes in. Robot number 2 has a robotic arm. And that robotic arm is a really capable device to get very close to the wall. That can allow us to get more information. If it still looks like it might be some type of biosignature, it could take out a swab and take a detailed sample and put that in an instrument to take analysis of the chemical composition. Additionally, it could shine a certain type of light that could assist our robot number 3. And robot number 3 can come in with a more advanced camera that can zoom very close, that can see in different spectrums. We have these multiple mobile robots that can carry different instruments as opposed to one big robot that's going to have trouble traversing in this terrain.
Okay, Spot coming back to the com range with a bunch of point cloud data. Mission success.
Wow. Congratulations, team.
When we were watching Spot explore autonomously, I think I was really shocked that it was able to get down some of these smaller branches. Traditional robots, such as wheeled or tracked, it's impossible for them to get where we need them to go.
What's so exciting about Spot is how flexible it is and how maneuverable it is. I can envision scenarios where it has, different spots have their own assigned roles and their own assigned specialties. It opens up so many possibilities for how you could deploy it on another planet.
This technology is exciting for exploring other underground environments. If it's something too dangerous for people to do, this capability with the robots to go in, explore an unknown environment can also be a great technology for search and rescue.
This demonstration has been a huge success for us. The integration of our Nebula autonomy and AI solution with this capable Boston Dynamics Spot robot would help us one day to explore actual caves on other planets.
Who knows the meaning of the word autonomy? Oh, sorry about that. Who knows what the word autonomous means? Who knows what the word autonomous means? Amania, thanks for joining us late. What's autonomous? Asak, please try it out. What is autonomous? Some care. Autonomous.
I think freedom to do whatever.
Freedom to do whatever. Cool. Autonomous means self-controlling, right? So did you guys just see what those robots were built to do? The robots, their building was not necessarily for the mines, but their applications are so vast that one of their applications is to take them. Yes, Langazul.
Such an interesting class that I have to be a part of it. Please,
Okay.
please allow me, guys. I know I didn't pay, but
Okay.
I was just looking at the robots and the complex tasks that they have to undertake underground for mining activities. But most interestingly, I think it speaks to what we're trying to achieve with technology, to say that it needs to solve problems, it needs to enhance and advance humanity. And this is it. If you look at the health impact, maybe the suggestion would be that you get a video so that they also see the negative impact of humans who are in mining environments and what they're exposed to and the difficulties that they go through to mine the raw materials that we need as society for many different reasons. Cars and phones and computers and etc. I think it's to marry that, it would give all of us a better picture and clarity as to why we need to develop these solutions and these technologies and these robots so that we can advance humanity and ensure that people are safer in the workplace or wherever it is that they're operating at.
Do you guys believe that humans' job is to actually work? What if any of you can tell me, what do you think humans' job? For example, those robots, the robots which we just showed, I just showed you right now, they're gonna take some people's jobs. So some people might fight and say the robots are going to take our jobs. What do you guys think about that? What are your comments on that? Intle, you're first. What is your comment on anyone who comes to you and say, but the robots will take people's job? Do you believe in that view? Do you agree with that view? Or what is your comment on that view?
I agree with that view to a certain extent.
How
Obviously,
so?
people are going to be losing out on jobs if this robot is made in a bigger number and quantity, since it's going to be easier for the people who own them. But then also people who will be taking care of those robots will be gaining more jobs.
So you are losing jobs on one side, but you are also gaining jobs on the other side, right? So in the end, it all balances itself out. But Langa just talked about the impact of what else happens. What happens if we don't have those robots? And I'm going to take it further today and even take you to what happens if the robots are not built in a much more smarter manner. That's what we're going. That's how far we are going to look at the class. So I'm going to show you the next video. The next video is about one of the things that these robots would be helping against. And guys, I know it's going to be a bit of a sensitive material. I'm really sorry about this. What I'm about to show you, it's a bit of sensitive material. But it's the reality. Langa will give you counseling after this.
चुनेंगे नहीं तो खाएंगे क्या?
Do you ever get scared when you're working in the mines?
Yes. डर लगता है अंदर जाने में. माटी गिर जाएगा तो दबा जाएंगे. इधर हुआ है. मगर आया था ढेबरा चुनने तो दवा का वहीं पर रख गया.
Where are your parents right now?
वहाँ पर ईटा ढोरा.
Jharkhand suffers from a classic case of the resource curse, a phenomenon where areas with abundant resources tend to be worse off for it thanks to government corruption and commercial exploitation. Despite the fact that this area is rich in mica and other minerals, Jharkhand has one of the highest poverty rates in the entire country. Many of these children, including Pooja, make less than a quarter a day.
Okay, I'm not gonna go too much into that. So there is a case, or there are cases where little kids as young as you are, or younger even than you are, have to work in mines. Why? Because the companies which are mining have got a possibility to pay them less, right? So if one of you was to invent a robot which is going to stack and, you know, do all these things and even mine, then what we are seeing, or what we are going to see, is we are going to see reduction of kids or of people having to work in mines. We all know how difficult it can be to work in mines. We all know how difficult it can actually be to work in those places. But robots can do much more complex and much more direct tasks than that, right? They can do much better. They can be much better coordinated. One of the things that people or companies love about robots, or economies love about robots, is the fact that they do not take day offs. That's one of the things that companies or people like about the robots. Now, these are the robots. Here are some robots which I'm going to show you. They were built for warehousing. That's what they were built for. They were built just for warehousing. They don't have a robotic arm like the other ones. The other ones are used for multiple things, including scientific discoveries. They can be used for mining and a whole lot more. We are going to be looking at mining robots. And do you guys know that these robots that I'm actually showing you right now, they exist? They are not an idea or, okay, Kumo.
Yes, sir.
Can you please share your computer with your sister? She says she can't hear. And I can see that her device is not well connected. Can you share with her? Is it possible?
My computer.
Yes, just be close to her so that she can see the class or she can listen into the class. She says she can't hear.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Cool. Let's continue. So they were built for staking, for moving things into a warehouse. This one. And you might think that what I'm showing you is things that do not exist, but these robots, they actually exist. The company which I was showing you earlier on, called Boston Dynamics, the company was actually bought by another company. A few weeks ago, it was bought by a company called Hyundai, the one that creates that builds cars. Boston Dynamics was bought by Hyundai. They bought it for about $1 billion. The robots they built are autonomous, meaning that they are self-aware or they are self-reliant. So we are going to be looking at this next robot. These ones, they are autonomous, but they are not, they are not as complex as the ones we saw before. They are still useful. So these are the ones that we are going to look at. Let's get into it, guys.
Amazon is building giant delivery facilities, which it calls fulfillment centers, where traditional warehouses have static rows of shelving with staff walking back and forth. Here it's the shelves which do the walking. Or more precisely, the yellow shelf units hitch a ride on the orange robot wheeled units, operating under remote control.
At the front here we've got cameras, sensors. They're looking for any obstructions that might be on the floor. That'll send information back to the out of it, and it'll...
The sensors which are looking for any obstruction that might be on the floor, which sensors are that? Amania?
Yes, sir.
Which sensors look for obstruction? Which sensors look for things that might be on the road, yeah, or in front of it? Yes, Kumu. Which sensor are we talking about?
Is it ultrasonic sensor?
Ultrasonic sensor. So that means that these robots actually have ultrasonic sensors. Let's move on. Let's continue.
We'll tell the robot to slow down and come to a standstill safely. We also have scanners underneath, which is recognizing where it is on the FC floor and move it from one location to another location.
Every item is placed by
sensor underneath, which can recognize where the robot actually is on the floor. Which sensor are we talking about? Tandy, which sensor are we talking about when we're talking about a sensor which can recognize underneath? Asake? Asake, which sensor are we talking about?
Probably ultrasonic sensor.
Ultrasonic sensor? No. Which other sensor? Do you guys have this sensor that I'm going to show you in your cases? It might have one or two or two of the lights. Let me just show it to you. Do you guys have this sensor in your kits? It might have only one black light, or it might have the two black lights, the two lights, black and the clear one. Do you have it?
Yes. Sir, I can't find it in my kit.
You can't find it in your kit.
I'm not at home.
Yeah, and you left your.
I'm not
Okay.
at home. I left my kid at home.
Okay, the person who said yes, they have it. It means that all of you must have it in your kits. So that's the sensor we are talking about. It's called infrared sensor. Sometimes we call it a fire sensor, right? That sensor can actually recognize things underneath it. It can actually recognize things underneath it. Let's continue.
A picker on the shelf. It's been given.
So then why do we call it a fire sensor?
Because it can also detect fire. It's an infrared sensor. It recognizes infrared. Now, the reason why we call it a fire sensor is because fire releases infrared, a lot of infrared.
Okay.
Given a barcode, so a robot can find it later. But crucially, the shelves are stacked in a completely random way. This is deliberate. The same items are placed all around the factory, so robots or pickers are never far away from an item, making picking it quicker.
These robots do a neat little bit of machine learning, which is to realise if they happen to have on board an item which is currently trending and is somehow proving popular, instead of returning back to the middle, they actually hang around outside expecting to be called upon again.
There's a direct link from what's happening here to a customer sitting at home in front of their computer. It looks super efficient. But with hundreds of thousands of items passing back and forth, what happens if one goes missing? An alert's gone out, saying there's something on the floor which shouldn't be there. Adam Cunliffe is a specially trained troubleshooter, one of very few people authorized to enter the cage where the robots roam.
The system's showing me that I have an item that's fallen out of the pod on the floor. What I'm going to do is draw a path from the gate to the item, and I'm going to turn on my safety vest, which will let out a radio frequency.
As the robots circle around him, Adam's jacket emits a radio pulse, which tells the robots to avoid him, protecting both them and him. Even so, he's keen to find the lost item as soon as possible. And there it is. Now he just needs to retrace his steps and exit the cage.
So this is the item that has fallen on the floor. What I'm going to do now is I'll pop that into a box and then it'll go back into circulation.
Yeah, that's a beautiful technology. What do we say? So these are some of the things which you are required to solve, some of the problems which you are required to start looking into, to start thinking about, right? And you can build your solution as sophisticated as we want. And trust me, because we are doing hopefully a 4-year thing, on the 4th year, you will be doing what we call tiny ML, which is small machine learning. So you'll be able to, you saw the robots are able to talk to each other right there. So you'll be able to actually make your projects talk to each other in some way or form, or you'll be able to make your project or allow it to learn about its environment. Let's say you are building, or let's say you have built a car or a delivery car. This delivery car, what it has to do is, let's say it has to deliver pizza to homes, right? So what would happen is you can actually be able to build this delivery car in such a way that it can later on learn about or know the shortcuts to every delivery place, maybe around Richards Bay. So it can be able to understand the street so much better that it can take shortcuts around, and it would be able to know how quick or how to get where it's going quicker. That is all about efficiency and what you are trying to build, right? But, and this is a big but, there is a danger side of the robots, right? Which everyone is afraid of to say, but won't these things one day take over? One day, take over and one day start killing us, or, all these things. One day do that. Now, that is a big question which we have to answer. What do you think? Do you think robots one day will kill people?
I hope
No.
not.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Yeah, me neither.
I hope
Including
not.
them.
I really
The
hope
movies.
Why not? If you're saying you don't think so, why not? Because if we say the robots are self-aware, and we also on top of that say they are not going to be resting, what exactly are we talking about? Do we mean that the robots will not get tired, will not think one day, we are being overused? One of the good example could be, today there's a lot of strikes. People are like, the government, this, that. People are tired. Don't you think robots will ever get to a position where they're like, we are tired?
I'm just saying we can also kill, by the way. So fire against fire. If they want to fight, we can fight.
You are ready to fight,
Yes.
Amania? Okay. What does anyone else have to say?
I have nothing.
I don't think so.
You don't think robots will ever take over?
Yeah.
No. I mean, do you guys know that a robot that is a machine learned robot, a robot that has learned something? Do you guys know that that robot can read? A robot can actually read a book, a whole book, in less than a minute. Let's look at this next video of what we might envision about the robots, the possibilities of it happening, or non-possibility of it happening are up to individuals. What we think. Elon Musk, you guys know Elon Musk. What he's saying is we need to interface ourselves with robots. What he's saying is we need to be in a position where we do not build robots that are self-sufficient, but we need to build robots that are dependent on humans. That is why he's building what we call Neuralink. So he is connecting our brains. He wants to connect people's brains to robots so that you can think for the robot and then the robot will do the heavy lifting. That is what he thinks must happen instead of us building artificial robots. Let's look at it.
I don't know.
All the videos I've been showing you, all the videos I've been showing you are real. They are the truth. It is something that have happened before. But the one that I just showed you, I'm more interested in it. Do you think the video that I just showed you is real?
No,
Why not?
because at the end it shows someone in a green suit.
I didn't want you to see that part, but okay. Yeah, the video is not real, but it is trying to show what might or might not be possible, right? So that is one of the things that we need to think about as we are, doing our things and building and all those stuff. Now, you know very well that I never leave you without work. So now I'm gonna give you something to do. Okay, your class or your your work today is on a what we call photoelectric diode. Who has heard about photoelectric diode? Who knows what a photoelectric diode is? Anyone who can guess what a photoelectric diode is?
Photoelectric. What is that?
When you hear the word photo, what do you think?
Something used for a camera.
Light.
Light. Photo means light. So photoelectric diode, what would you say photoelectric diode is?
Can I answer?
No, you can't.
Ooh. Okay.
Not you. I want someone else. Come on, guys. Photoelectric diode. When we are talking about photoelectric diode, we are talking about a light sensitive resistor. Right?
So it detects light.
It what?
It detects light.
Yes, it detects light.
How are we supposed to know that?
You just listen to the words and you're like photo.
So photo, I thought photo meant like a picture or something. Or you taking a photo of something?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the reason why
it was light and went.
the reason why
how can photo be light there? So how can photo be light there?
Because it's like photosynthesis.
The reason why
I don't know photosynthesis, so
Okay, then never mind.
the reason why it's written photoelectric. I mean, photo, the word photo means light. I've told you guys this before that some words, when you see some words, they need to have a meaning for you. You don't necessarily have to know what exactly the word means, but the words need to have meaning for you. We've talked about solar, and we said, what is solar? We said solar is what?
It's radiation.
No.
Light, sunlight.
Sunlight. That is what we talk about when we're talking about solar. And then we talked about ultrasonic. We talked about sonic. Sound. We talk about photo today, photosynthesis, photoelectric diode, sun. You should know that it involves sun. It's a photo. Therefore, photo means sun. So everyone has got a photoelectric diode. Every one of you have got a photoelectric diode. I'm just going to show you a photo of an image of it, and then you will have to do something with it. You will have to do something with it. Let me see if I can find it. Photoelectric sensor. Did you do my homework?
Yes.
What was the homework about?
Microservo. Was it that one?
Yes, the other one.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't here last week.
The noise. You weren't here last week.
But I got the work, don't worry. It's just I didn't get the homework, but I got the work and it's correct.
Ngazimolo, there's noise behind you. Okay. One of your homeworks was to do something on Popia.
What's Poppy?
Yes, Poppy Act.
I'm guessing it's an act for the things we do at robotics.
Protection of personal. What does Poppy means? Protection of.
So it's protection of personal information.
Personal information protection.
Oh, VPN, something close to that.
Poppy.
No, it's
It's what?
Protection
of personal information.
What is the A for? Oh wait,
Act.
never mind.
A is for act.
Yeah, I realized.
Protection of personal information. Okay, cool. Let's get into it. So, whack.
No.
Please.
So this, everyone's Arduino must have this. I don't know those who don't have Arduino, what we're gonna do with them.
What is that?
Everyone's Arduino have this. This is
What
a
is that?
photoelectric diode.
Electric diode. Let me just check.
It looks like a light, but the bottom part, not the
Yes.
not the.
It doesn't look like we have something like that though.
It's like
Check your kits.
I
Check
don't
your
have.
kit.
I don't have my kit with me.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do there. But everyone else, check your kits
Found
and
it.
take this
Yeah, I'm
out.
only staying in this place for like 2 days.
I found it.
The whole
Okay,
weekend.
so no.
Who's saying no?
I can't find
I have it.
Or maybe I can't see
Gazamono.
it properly.
Let's see.
Maybe I
Let
can't
me
see
open
it.
it.
Properly. Oh, found it. Yes. Found it.
Yeah, I found it.
I think there's one or two.
Yeah, some of you might have more than one. Now, I am sending you a video and you're gonna focus on it.
Okay.
And then at 5:30, we are looking at your homework. I sent the video on the chat. They said I must call it a chat. I sent the video on the chat.
I didn't receive it.
Just open your chat. It's written chat. Chat.
So do I have to redo this again?
No, you don't. I will send you something
Oh,
else
the
to do.
chat. Okay.
Oh, wait, what that
Check.
shows?
Intle, check your chat.
Check your chats.
Oh,
There
I
goes
found
my
it. I
note.
found it. I found it.
Found it too.
So for example, light, so for example, if you put your finger on top and you can put your finger on top and then when you on off and then when you remove it.
Okay, Intle.
Yes, sir.
Wait. I'm like Thundercloud. I told you I'm Thundercloud. You want
So I
whack.
can't hear you.
What is happening to your sound, Zaha?
No.
Can you talk?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Intle, you're gonna give me a moment. I'm setting it up for you. I'm setting up work for you.
Yes.
Tell me, just remind me, which sensors have you done?
Sensors.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just the photoelectrode.
You've done
Photoelectrode diode. How do you say that, sir?
photoelectric diode. That's just me. I might be calling it wrong. They say I call things wrong.
I think that's it. Other
And
than
then,
that,
and then you've
the
done
microservo.
Macroservo. You haven't done
Yes.
anything else.
No.
My God, you have so much to do. Okay, let me see what I'm gonna send you. Just give me a moment. Everyone else is working, right?
Yes,
How
sir.
does the photoelectric diode work? Intle, take us through.
Well, basically, the thingy.
Your connection.
Yes, no.
Electric diode.
Your connection is slow, Intle.
Senses. Okay,
I
can
can't
everyone
hear her.
Start afresh, yes.
Okay, so it's sensors for light.
It's
So
sensors
when
for
there
light.
is light, the light will turn off. And then when there isn't light, when it's dark, the light will turn on.
Did you get it working like that?
Yes.
Okay, so here's your challenge then. Right?
Hi guys.
Yeah.
In this tutorial, we are going to be.
Okay. I'm going to give you a challenge. So I want you to connect it in such a way that when there is light, right? When there is light, blue light must go on. I mean, yes. Yeah, when there is light, blue light must go on. When there is no light, red light must go on. And think about
two lights.
Yes, Intle, not everyone else. Intle.
Okay.
When there is light, the green light, the blue light must go on. When there is no light, the red light must go on. And I want you to think about applications of such a sensor. I want you to think about applications, okay?
Okay.
Cool, get on to working.
Say, I left my kids at home.
Watch the video anyways.
Okay.
What's happening?
They are working.
Oh, okay.
Gazamulo,
Yes.
okay, here's what I would like for you to do. Below your on your screen, there's something written share screen. Can you see it?
Yes.
Please press it. I forgot that you didn't have. Let me fix it. Did you press it and tell me when you've pressed it?
Yeah, I pressed it.
Share screen. It's written share screen. Press it again. It's green.
I pressed it.
Is there no one who can help you there?
Yes.
Hello.
Ngazamuno,
Yes.
are you alone?
My dad is here.
Can we ask Dad to share for us? Please share the screen with us, please.
Okay. Hey, Bob.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so okay, let me see.
It's right at the bottom of the screen.
Okay. Say share. Okay. I think
the next thing that I'm gonna do, yes, I can see it. The next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to request access control. Please allow me access control. I just requested it. Please agree.
Okay, so because you go approve.
Thank you very much. And then I'm gonna fix his computer now.
Okay, all right.
Gazamulo, pay attention
Yes.
to this, what I'm doing. So we are installing Arduino. Let's just check and see if there's no Arduino here first. Okay, you don't have it. So I'm installing Arduino to your computer now. Thank you for reminding me, okay?
Okay.
Good. I hope everyone else is working. Okay, it's downloading now. Let's see if it can be a bit faster. Okay, Ngazemono. Ngazemono. Ngazemono.
Yes. Yeah.
In the meantime,
Yes, sir.
go back and continue watching the video while
Yes,
this is
sir.
downloading, okay? Take a pen and a paper and write notes down. Okay? And then I'll come back and install it for you, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Good, continue with the video.
Sir.
Yes, Sambulo, it's Sambulo, right? Yes. Is it Sambulo? San DJ some. My God, some names you guys have. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Sambulo. Your hand is up.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I
Oh,
can.
yes. So I was asking, are they necessary to have those brackets by else and if?
Yes, they are necessary. If you don't have them, it won't work.
Yeah, I have them, but then.
It's not working.
Yes, sir.
Share your screen with me.
Which type of brackets should I use?
Share your screen with me so I can see.
I'm not on my laptop.
You need to use if, after you say if, you use round brackets. And then when you're done with the things inside the round bracket, you use curly brackets.
The curly ones, and it's open.
Yes, it must open and it must close. Remember, every bracket you open, you must also close.
Okay. So it else I will close it.
You say if, then you have round brackets, then you open a curly bracket, and then you close it. After closing it, you say else, and then you open another curly bracket. Let me just write it down on my computer and show you what I mean.
Yes, please.
Good. File new. Can you see?
I'm zooming in now. Yes, I can see.
Okay.
But I don't see else and if here.
Yeah, there is no else and if as yet. So here's what you're gonna do. You say if, and then there's round brackets like that, right? I'm trying to make it bigger. Then there's round brackets like that. Then you open the curly bracket, and then after opening it, you must close it. And then here you write all your code. Then you have else, open the curly bracket and close. Do you see?
No.
Does it make sense? Huh?
No, sir, I can't see. Are you typing it on your computer?
Yes. I've shared the screen.
Yeah, I can see it, but where is it? I can
You
see
are
the screen.
saying if. Can you see the if?
Yes.
So you say if, then you have two round brackets here, right? Here, something is written in. So if bracket and bracket, do you have those two brackets? And then you write something in between. Do you have those two brackets?
Yes. There's
Good.
something in between.
Then, yes. Then after you close the bracket, you open a curly bracket. Do you have a curly bracket open? Do you have it closed? You must close it before else. You see, it's closed. It's open, then close. You can see it. Look at that. When I press this bracket, this one is highlighted. If you don't have a bracket being highlighted like this, it means that you didn't do it correctly.
Sir, I'm done.
Okay, let me finish with Sambul. Sambul,
Sir?
is it working?
So at void loop, I have a bracket, and after digital write the last code, I have a bracket. Then else I should also have a bracket, and if I should also have a bracket.
Yes.
So else has to have the closed bracket, or
it must have, else must have open bracket here and a closed bracket.
On the same line of code?
It doesn't have to be on the same line. Remember, it's open, then you write some things here, then it's closed. Open, then you write your digital write, then you close. Can you see what I wrote?
So after digital writes and all of that, I close.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, who's done?
Me.
Me.
Who?
And me.
Who is
Me.
Me. Me. I'm done. I'm
Me.
done.
okay?
me.
Let's start with Kumo. Kumo,
Yes,
tell
sir.
me how it works. Does it work?
Yes, sir.
How does it work?
When there's light in my room, it switches on. The light switches on. Then when there's no light in my room, the light switches off. Wait, no. When there's no light in my room, the light switches on. When there's light in my room, it switches off.
It does work.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here is a task for you. I want you to do it like this. Two different lights, a green and a red light. When there is light in your room, it must switch on a green light. When there is no light,
Got
must
it.
switch on a red light.
So I'm done.
So I'm also done.
Okay. Let me finish up with Kum. Do you hear me, Kum?
Sorry.
Yes,
Tandiwe also is done. Sambulo is also done. So here are your tasks, guys. When there is light, right? When there is light, it must switch on a green light. When there is no light, it must switch on a red light. Are we clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So I'm done
Good.
with
Get
that.
on to it. Intle,
Yes, sir.
present. Is it working?
Yes, it is.
Okay. The next one is the applications. Do you have applications?
Not yet.
Please get the applications for me.
Okay.
Tandiwe. Tandiwe.
Tandiwe starts talking to you.
Yes, sir.
Is it working?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you get the next task?
So when there's light, it should turn
Green
green,
light.
and when there's no light, it should turn red.
Yes. And I want applications of when would you apply such a technology?
Oh.
You
Okay,
guys all have 5 minutes.
Sir.
And then
Sir, 10, please.
Sir.
yes.
At least 10, sir.
I'm done with my code, but since I don't have my kids with me, I can't finish.
Okay. On Monday, you should have connected it, and then you should connect on Monday. Me and you should have discussion. Some girl.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing?
Sir, I'm almost done.
Almost done. Asake, if I remember well, you don't have a working computer, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Me and you are gonna have a session next week on Monday.
Okay.
Cool. Intle.
Yes, sir.
Is it working?
Yes, it is working. I'm just looking for the applications.
I want you guys to think applications, think applications. Let's see Possibia. Who's
That's me.
Possibia? Why are you using two things?
Because I'm canceling the one on the phone.
Okay. Okay, cool. Got it. Okay. While you guys are doing you have 2 more minutes. If you're not done, that's gonna be homework because I can bet everyone else's is working. It's a simple task. So, which means that I'm going to give you guys a very hard homework.
Why?
For fun.
Have mercy.
Sir,
This is me having mercy.
Say, how is it for fun? Please tell me.
This is
exactly.
You are torturing us.
Yes. That's what I live for. That's what makes me happy.
Oh, sir, that's a bad thing to live for.
Bad habit.
That's fun for you. It's fun for you, sir.
Bad habit, sir.
That's weekend, sir.
I know. I
Holy
think when
game.
I was
want to work.
Wait, now.
Holidays. I'm trying to spend my holiday having fun or something, not doing some
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
But so wanna torture us.
Yes.
You don't
talk to
like
me.
us anymore, don't you?
Langa, you're not even doing the work.
I'm working also. I'm working
Working on what?
on Microsoft.
Ow.
Oh, you're still there.
Get out of here.
Get out.
Okay. While you guys are finishing homework. So
No.
your homework. Your homework. Shush.
New.
Shush.
New. What you want?
Shush. Homework.
New.
Your homework is applications. Like imagine this. I'm going to give you one application. No one is allowed to copy it. Imagine we are in a mine, right? Imagine we are in a mine. We are mining gold or diamonds. All the time in a mine, there should be lights. There should always be light. So we have a photoelectric sensor. And what this is doing is this sensor is connected to the engineering department. When the lights go off, or when one of the lights go off, the visibility, there is a number which you are writing there, written 350. What happens when you change that number? That becomes a question. It's called visibility. So when one light switches off or when one light dies, the visibility in the mine reduces. And that will alert the engineering department of the mine, and the engineering department will go into the mine to try and find the fault and fix it. That's one application.
Sir.
Yes. Talk to me, Elsie.
My thing doesn't want to work.
Please share with me your. Can you share your screen with me?
No, I'm using my phone.
Okay, guys. When we are doing this, classes use the same computer as your that is connected to your Arduino. So on Monday,
I can't download Zoom on my computer, so I use my mom's
why
computer.
not? Why
Okay,
can't you download
so
Zoom?
perhaps maybe Zaka, you can just maybe run, I don't know, maybe a session on Zoom on how to download Zoom on the computer, and then to setting up WhatsApp on web.
Okay.
I use the WhatsApp web to tap on the link and go to something.
I helped you, Sambulo, to do that.
No, I'm saying I went onto the WhatsApp web to get onto Zoom.
Okay, we'll have
Anga,
the
what's
session.
the evil laugh for?
Langa is exposing me.
Sambula, can you hear that evil laugh of his?
Okay, we'll have that session, guys. Homework.
No.
For your homework is connecting your, it's going to be a difficult one. I want you to try it. Connecting your photo diode to a macro servo. So here's what I want. Here's what I want to see. If your photodiode, if there is no light, your macro servo should move to 30 degrees. I'm gonna write it on a chat. They said it's a chat. I'm writing it on a chat.
I'm said the homework is going to be very easy because we can just go on Google.
So if there is no light, remember on a photodiode, if there is no light, the micro servo
Yes.
The micro servo should move 30 degrees. And if there's light, the micro servo should move 180 degrees.
90 degrees and 180 degrees.
Yeah. I put it's there on a chat, 30 degrees and 90 and 180 degrees. It's there on the chat. So I want it as your homework. Please do it for me. And let's see if it works. And then look for application. I want 5 applications of micro servo and 5 applications of photoelectric diode.
You must find out where these things used.
Yes, next week.
5 for each.
Yes, the applications should be factory applications, not just any applications. Factory applications. Yeah, so, you know, this is just me doing what I love most, torturing other people.
The evil laugh sounds like
that's rude.
I don't know, but like
Bruh.
Find another evil laugh.
That's very rude.
Find a hobby, sir.
Yes, sir.
You
This is my hobby.
Talk to that one lady that has the same name as who again?
I must talk to which lady?
Lindsay.
Never mind, sir. Yes.
Oh, I must talk to Lindsay. I did.
Yeah, that lady
Ask a
told us
question.
about.
Yes.
What am I talking to her about?
Ooh la la.
Like that's
Anything,
with your
sir.
kids.
Whose names now?
Says
Nobody.
friend.
It's
Says
Kumos.
Friends. Air quotes. Friends.
Oh,
Says
Air
friend.
quotes.
It's a friend.
Friend.
So the other day I was saying, because Ninzi was like, oh, my name is Ninzi. I'm like, oh, the Ninzi from IDZ. I'm like, oh, there's someone I know named Ninzi. And then, yeah.
Langa,
and then they connected the dots.
Yes.
Oh.
See, Langa's just reinforcing our ideas.
But friends.
They are friends. Friends.
Sure.
Friends.
Friends on things.
Friends.
Hey.
Yeah,
You guys are crazy.
We're not crazy. You're the crazy one here. I said, don't call us crazy. If we're crazy,
Crazy
you're crazy
busy.
too. So if you
Because
call
you're
us crazy, you're crazy as well.
because you're
Crazy
making fun of me, I guess I should give you more homework.
No.
No, sir.
No.
No, that's
Please don't make fun of you, sir.
Give me homework.
We're just giving you ideas.
Give me homework. Something wrong.
Yes.
Okay, guys, your homeworks. Guys, your homeworks
sir.
are in a chat. They are in a chat. So when you look at your chat, you'll find homeworks. The first one is, I want you to connect a light photoelectric diode to a microservo. And if there is no light, it must move 30 degrees. If there is light, it must move 180 degrees. The second one is, I want 5 applications of a microservo and 5 applications of an electronic diode in a factory. I want factory engineering applications, not just applications. I want factory engineering applications. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
So basically what you're saying is you need to find out when is the microserver used and the photo blah blah, blah used
Together
in factory
or separately?
engineering.
Yes, in engineering or
together
in
or
factory.
Together or
Together, alone, with other sensors, as long as it's there.
Okay.
Whether it's together or alone.
5 things
or
about it, BTW.
as long as it's there.
Sure.
So are we fine?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Fun.
Good.
Good.
Too much work, but it's fine.
Not fine. It's not fine.
Yes, it is fine. It is fine.
It's not fine.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Not.
Okay. Okay. Let's get into a bit of a talk.
Oh, no.
I've been going steady and slow about it, but we've been talking about Poppy Act, Popia. What is it? Poppy.
Last time I heard you said Poppy Act.
Isn't
Yeah,
it
it's Poppy
Popia?
Act. It is Popia or Poppy Act. Poppy Act or Popia.
Popia.
Protection of personal
Personal
information.
information.
Yes.
I did
Remember,
not
shush. Microphones off. Microphones off. Good. So remember that your projects are one way or another going to be connected to internet. So you need to worry about the personal information they will be using or sharing. You need to worry about those. So the question is, how do you make sure that your project do not break those laws? How do we make sure that the project do not break those laws? Your project, shush, your projects, right? Your projects are going to be connected to the internet. So one of the things that you need to be able to do first is to identify the information which will be collected. The second thing is to know the risks, how the information might be leaked on your project, or how the information might be infringed. And then from then you can then talk about how you are going to stop it from happening, right? So I've been going steady. You guys need to present soon. You need to present, and everyone is going to present. You remember the motto. You do something for me, I do something for you. That's the motto. So you guys are going to be presenting soon. And if I remember well, Langa will confirm with me, we are having a competition. Those who present nicely. Langa, do we still have the
prizes?
The prizes?
Yeah, too late, my brother.
Wow. Just wow.
Langa will make a plan.
Wow.
Let's blame it on Ninzi. Yeah, well, but yeah, we can make a plan. Yes, we can make a plan.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Leave her alone. They are not talking about you, okay? Please, they're not talking about you. They're just being chatty. Okay. Nanga will make a plan and there will be prizes. The person who presents the best presentation, the person who gives the best presentation will get a prize. Langa will make a presentation to us next week about what we are getting as a prize. So Langa will let us know. But that will be your work. But again, we are taking it easy. When it's time to present, though, I will expect good work. I'll expect perfect presentations when it's time to present. I want you to do PowerPoint. I want you to do all the funny presentation stuff. I don't know what presentation do you do. What do you use when you are presenting at school?
So we're
Yes,
presenting the idea, the project itself.
you will be presenting on Popia, on how your project, on the type of information your project will be collecting. You'll be presenting on how your project can break the Popia Act, and then you'll be presenting on how you would stop that from happening. Yes, Langa.
Yeah, so I've got an idea so that we can spice this up. It's such a beautiful event that we have.
It's gonna break our heart.
Event live in public. Like obviously it's gonna be virtual, but yeah, that we invite we invite an audience, and perhaps maybe they can also vote. Can run a
Okay,
poll,
Langa.
and then they can vote.
Langa wants to invite an audience.
No.
Already anxiety is hitting by itself.
No. That's
someone said I'll beat you
a bit
up.
extra.
Langa, someone in the comments said I'll beat you up.
That's a bit extra. That's a bit much.
Someone in the comments said I'll beat you up.
Guys,
Okay.
The audience is great. It makes you greater, Amanya, because what happens is one of the things that you need to understand, this Robotics Academy is not just about robotics. It's also about personal development, developing you, your ability to present in front of large audiences, the ability to articulate your ideas publicly, you know, and be able to work under pressure. There's quite a lot of skills that you just get through that exercise. So it's very important that you develop that ability. And how do you develop that ability? By training and practicing and practicing and practicing.
Okay, there you have it. You're going to be presenting in front of the audience. That was not me. So if
How many people?
we are
But
gonna,
sir, we have to start small. You can't start first time.
Yeah, it's gonna be a small audience of 50 people.
Have to build up the level.
50. 50 is small to Ilana.
50. That's
Oh,
a lot of people.
yeah, I think 50 is
Yeah,
small.
like that's like 3,000.
At least maybe 10 other than
I'm
ourselves.
fine with you. I'm fine with you.
Make it 5. Just
Two
be
is
6.
fine.
50.
Just to make sure. It has to be 6.
That's like almost.
Just to make sure. It has to be 6. It has to be 6.
No, 2.
okay.
You mean our parents are going to watch us, or?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what
Okay, Tandiwe,
Yes, sir.
comments,
On.
anything today's class? Comments, questions?
No, sir, but I do have complaints.
Okay, complain and let's hear.
Why is there gonna be 50 people watching us present? I know it's supposed to build up our confidence and all that, but 50.
It will be on Zoom.
Okay,
come
okay,
on.
let's drop it to 49.
No, that's no difference.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea.
But it's on Zoom though.
Over
What difference does it make? What difference does it make?
Oh, it's on Zoom.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's on Zoom.
It's on Zoom.
It's still the same.
Put that.
I'll cover my face.
Okay. Sambul, comments?
Sir?
Comments? I don't take complaints anymore. Questions?
Oh yeah, sir. When I take out my photo, blah blah blah, the light goes on, and then when I put it back on, the light's off.
No, that's not how it works.
The code is right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I did everything else right. I tested it.
It must go on and off when you cover it, or when it's dark and when it's light. It must react to darkness. Yes, there it's reacting because of the connections of whatever, but the main reaction we are looking for is the one which reacts to light. So please test that one and see if it works.
It's not working. It only works when I take the thing out.
Okay, on Monday, me and you at 4 o'clock. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Some
girl.
4 to 6.
4 to 6.
Yeah, the Q&A session for everyone. For those who have got issues, want to get clarity, want assistance, 4 to 6 is that session. You can come in at any time or leave in at any time. It's not compulsory.
So may I please ask, when will be the presentations?
I don't know as yet. Just be prepared.
And I have 6.
How?
Oh, what?
Some yellow questions, comments.
No, sir. I've got no questions.
Okay, cool. Intle, questions, comments.
Yes. I think this is not making me hear.
Okay, Asake, questions, comments.
No.
Monday at 2 o'clock, Asake.
Okay.
Cool.
Like it's gonna come at the hub.
Yes, he's supposed to come to the hub.
Yeah.
Nancy, questions, comments? Remember next time to use the same computer for your class, okay?
Can you take them through quickly on downloading Zoom and WhatsApp web?
Okay.
Kumo, questions, comments?
No, sir.
Good. Amania, questions, comments?
No, but I want to expose someone.
Who do you want to expose?
So the person who wrote "I'll beat you up" in the chat was Sabulo. That's. I'm sorry, Sambulo.
Okay.
I have no shame.
Stitches get stitches.
What? Who gets stitches?
Because
Questions, comments? You have any questions?
no, sir.
Okay. Okay. Let me just take you through downloading Zoom.
Yes, please.
Okay. Into your computers. So this is how we download Zoom. Computer, everyone can see, right? Google, then Zoom. Oh, let's just do download Zoom. Then we press. And then look for the one which is written zoom.us, right? You see that there's others on top there. Don't press them, only press the one which is written zoom.us. And then you can press Zoom Center, Zoom Download Center, there. There, it's written download, right? There, it's written download. You can press download right there. Zoom for meetings. This is the one you download. You can press there or you can press there, and then it will work. Any questions?
So I did that, but I don't think it works.
So I'm not.
Okay. Hmm?
I don't know what to do.
This is when you're downloading Zoom.
Let me just go out a little.
So please search download Zoom. Download Zoom. Are you okay? And then look for the one.
I can't find zoom.us. I can't find zoom.us.
What can you see?
I can see download center, Zoom.
Yes, press that one.
Okay, the
Press
first
that
one.
The one that is written download center Zoom.
Yes, sir.
So it says no internet.
Hi.
You are not connected to the internet.
Okay, mine's downloading, sir.
No, I don't know. I don't know the password to the internet.
Kumo, help.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Zoom. Oh, .us.
This is for those who don't have Zoom on their computers, okay?
I have Zoom.
I don't
Yeah,
have
if you
the
don't have
official
Zoom.
app. I just went on browser.
Yeah, you can use browser also.
So it's already loaded.
Okay, those who don't have Zoom will do it after the session. Then the next one is WhatsApp. Can everyone still see my screen?
No, sir.
No,
I can't see it.
sir.
Okay. The next thing is WhatsApp web. So you just come to internet, and then this is where how you open WhatsApp. If you have WhatsApp, those who have WhatsApp, this is how you open WhatsApp on your computer. You come to WhatsApp and you say WhatsApp web. Then you press enter. There it's written WhatsApp web. Can you see it?
I've already downloaded WhatsApp.
Yes.
Then you can open it. If you don't have it, you can open it, and then it will show you something like this. So let's just wait a moment. It'll show you. It'll show you something like this. Right at the bottom here, there's a video. Please play that video. It will show you how to connect to your WhatsApp. It will give you the details of how to connect to your WhatsApp.
I still can't download Zoom.
You still found what?
I still can't download Zoom.
Who can download Zoom?
Me.
Okay, wait. I'll tell you to you don't leave after the class.
Okay.
Do you guys have any questions?
Wait, never mind. My mom said she was gonna download it for me.
Okay, that's great. Okay, guys. Guys, it's always yes.
I still can't get it.
Okay, we'll do it. Okay. Those who don't have a problem with Zoom, that class is over. You can go. Those who have a problem, wait.
Other things.
Roughly when do I think what?
Sir, do you have any like dates when you think we would have to present the Power PR?
I'll give you the dates next week in class. I'll give you the dates tomorrow, next week in class.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye,
If you have a problem with Zoom, wait and let's fix it. If you don't have a problem, we are done with the class.